This is what we are talking about. This is what we are talking about. We ask just to live as a human being in a country that we call ours. The greatest threat we have in the country is the police. I'm not talking about the military now because that would be another story. For the military are doing their best while the leadership of the military is destroying the whole job, and guys are wasting in Sambisa Forest and other parts of the north in the name of fighting insecurity. Right now in Oyo, as shared by Oyo Alfresh on Twitter, and you can see from this video, eyewitness report that a policeman, while trying to shoot at a vehicle they were chasing along Bagi Market Road in Ibadan, hit an innocent school student with a stray bullet while he was in his father's car. The student was rushed to Welfare Hospital but was declared dead on arrival, DOA. It was reported that the student, along with his twin, was on his way to write his WAEC exams this morning when the incident occurred. Protesters took the corpse to the Oyo State Secretariat to inform Governor Seyi Makinde. This is what we are talking about. Then, on the other story, this is the... Wait there, you think you've had it all. You've not had it all. This is coming from one of the beneficiaries of the problem. I mean those who are singing the praises of the perpetrators of this. One of the threats to us indeed, Femi Fani Kayode. This is coming last week. This last week. And what I'm going to show you here is what is happening between last week and now that they don't want you to hear. Terrorists in Zamfara state kidnapped a pregnant woman who gives birth whilst in captivity. They fed her 2 newborn babies to their dogs and forced her to watch as they were eaten alive. Can there be a more callous crime against humanity than this? Can there be a more explicit display of man's inhumanity to man? Again in Zamfara, an epileptic boy is kidnapped by terrorists together with his family and is deleted in front of them after he had a seizure and fell to the ground. Can there be a more bestial act of savagery and barbarity than this? He started to pray. I don't know what he's doing here and the rest of them. You can still read it. It's still there if you haven't deleted it. Then let me shock you with the rest of the news in this same country that you don't hear. Okay, let's go there. It's coming from Femi Fani Kayode again, one of those benefiting from this very, problem. He wrote, a 79-year-old Islamic cleric, his wife and 3 children are kidnapped by terrorists in Zamfara state. The terrorists demanded 11 million naira for their release, which was paid. And instead of releasing the cleric and his family, the terrorists deleted him and roast alive his 2-year-old. They have refused to release his wife and the rest of his children. This is barbaric and condemnable. Outside of that, the terrorists are now using Israeli and Ukrainian drones to attack our military formations in Borno and Yobe states, and they are deleting our soldiers. Oh Lord, he rants his and shameless prayers here, which is very cracking to the ears of Almighty God. Wait there, it has not finished. Just last week alone. These things you cannot hear elsewhere. All we hear is that the military stopped Boko Haram there, stopped 3 of them, 4 of them, take their arms. They show you pictures. That is all we hear. They are wasting our soldiers. Whereas the authorities they are doing what they are doing, taking orders. Meanwhile, Dubai released 400 names. Say these people are those sponsoring this thing. Fish them out. Nobody talked about it. Or it is from another country. What are they doing? And some people are singing the praise of this status quo. You are not human being. I am not here to add nor minus. I am here to present it to you as it is. You will be the judge. Boko Haram invades another military base in Borno, captures, kills soldiers. Daily, Sunday, Trust. Suspected Boko Haram terrorists have attacked a base of the Nigerian army in Mate, local government area of Borno State, deleting an unspecified number of soldiers. Local and security sources confirmed the attack, saying the incident happened at Forward Operation Base of the 153 Task Force Battalion around 3 a.m. in the night on Monday. One of the sources, who did not want his name mentioned, said the troops were dislodged and many soldiers captured during the attack. ISWAP has taken over Mate An unspecified number of soldiers were buried, some captured, and many have deserted. They ran towards Dikba and are currently at the 24th Task Force Brigade Dikwa. The terrorists also burnt down armored tanks and made away with arms ammunition from the base, said the source. Mathe is 38 kilometers from Dikwa, the headquarters of Dekwa local government area of Borno State. A source in Dekwa told our correspondent the gunshots were heard and a fighter jet of the Nigerian Air Force was seen hovering the area. An attempt to speak to a military official refused to pick the call. I mean last week. Now, 3 days ago. Just 3 days ago. Do you understand? It has not finished. Top sources told Sahara reporters that the troops were ambushed around 4 a.m. on Thursday while attempting to recover the body of one of the civilians killed during the initial raid. This is another one entirely, which says Boko Haram terrorists ambushed military patrol in Adamawa, deleting 7 persons, cut away soldiers, motorcycles. This is a different one entirely. You can never read this in your news. You can never see them anywhere. In a chilling resurgence of violence, Boko Haram militants launched a deadly assault on Mada Gali, a town in Adamawa State, deleting 7 civilians and ambushing a military patrol, injuring 4 soldiers. This attack also made away, the attackers also made away with 4 military motorcycles. Top sources told Sahara reporters that the troops were ambushed around 4 a.m. in the morning on Thursday, just Thursday, while attempting to recover the body of one of the civilians deleted during the raid. Residents described the Wednesday night attack on them as harrowing, recounting how the terrorists stormed them, wielding heavy weapons and deleting indiscriminately occurred. In fact, you can read the rest of them. I'm not here to bore you, but I just want to tell you that this is happening. And the worst of it all is that the attempt to speak to one of those in power, the heads, refused to attend to them. Because what is he going to tell them? Maybe that they've been manhandled by those who they are pursuing, that they have superior weapons.